There's so much talk, and it's still happening, about photoshopping of all photos. How full on is it? Do you get these pictures and completely modify the women, or?
Look, having come from newspapers where everything is done by the book, well,
Yeah.
kind of. At least these things, that kind of stuff doesn't. That sort of smoke and mirrors certainly doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a shock. There were a bit of fudging of lines that it took a while for me to grasp.
Yeah.
Also,
do you just have to do it? Because if you
Cosmo
stop doing
was the
it,
better of the magazines, because we did have a policy, sort of a body love policy, where we had fashion shoots with plus size models in there, and we allowed we allowed a lot more sort of diversity in sort of female form, and that was part of our take, But yeah, there was that kind of photoshopping. I've got to say that I didn't engage in anything that was really overt, like we weren't slimming down women or anything like that. And actually, I heard Mia Friedman speak just recently, and sort of saying that if anything, we photoshopped the ribs out of some skinny models and things like that. Yeah. There was a little bit of that going on.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I had problems when it would occur. And in fact, it was interesting. Mia Friedman sort of said just recently part of the reason she got out of magazines was all of that.
Yeah.
That wasn't really what I saw as the prime concern.
Right.
I think it is one issue. I think most women have switched on to it now. I think, if anything, it's things like, it is related, but Botox, the normalisation of surgery as a fix, the normalisation of a whole range of other things.
Right.
I think photoshopping of models, I think we now know what goes on.
Yeah.
That doesn't excuse the fact that it creates an image out there that we all become kind of blind to. It just becomes part of the fodder. But
it is interesting though that if you're having a shit day, I'll look at a magazine and go, "Fuck, I look so different to that." But then
I'm
you
glad
have
we
to
can
remember,
swear. I've now realised we can swear here.
Go for it,
good. I'll loosen up.
I'll look at it and feel like that can't be what that person looks like, And even now, as a 32-year-old woman, it still can make me feel like shit looking at these Photoshop pictures. Yeah,
because you do forget, when you're having a bad day, you do forget that, oh, well, hang on, this has probably happened and therefore I shouldn't be feeling like this. I totally agree. But I just don't know that the finger can be pointed at magazines when there's so much other imagery out there. Look, I'm not trying to defend magazines in any way when it comes to this kind of thing, but I guess I see the issue is so much bigger.
Yeah, right.
It's almost like just scratching the surface. And there's been campaigns about getting stopping photoshopping and all of that kind of thing. But where does it stop? There's the good lighting, there's the good makeup, there's ridiculous diets that models go on the day before a shoot.
Yeah.
Where do we stop?
Right.
I'd prefer to focus on actually building up women's self-esteem at another level rather than trying to blame if women are feeling stronger in themselves, then they can handle the imagery that's out there.
Yeah, right.
Whether it's in magazines, in advertisements, in the subliminal medical issue, messages that get sent to us, I mean, we're bludgeoned with conflicting and dangerous messages all the time. The best thing we can do is come back and get women strong from the inside out.
Yeah,
and I prefer to focus my attention on that,